Yes, indeed, and the honk shall lead them. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Arvanauts. Welcome, everybody, to a Tuesday stream, December 16th, 2025, in the year of our Lord, etc., etc., and I hope everyone is doing well. There's a show that I like to sometimes watch, a sports show on American TV called First Things First, where the guy always says, the host always says, live from New York, it's the show that, and then he talks about something that they discussed in the green room. So I'm just going to say, live from the internet, it's the show where some people believe that there's still some legitimate English language literature to be studied, okay? And I'm not going to give you any context at all. It's good to see everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. And welcome to day 3 of Lost in the Dark, illustrated live by TariToons. Very excited to bring you all in on that in just a moment. But very quickly, just a couple of notes here about ways to support the channel. And one quick note about scheduling, because there's some different things going on with scheduling today. First of all, if you've not already done so, please follow the channel. Please check out our YouTube at !ArvTube. Thank you for following us over there. I've been very heartened to see some good numbers over on YouTube as of late in terms of concurrent views, which is great, not to mention the overall subscriber numbers continue to go up. So please sub there. It helps us out, and it does good stuff for the channel and also does good stuff for you in terms of content. So please check that out. With !ArvTube, !ArvCourt is our Discord channel where you can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. Blue Sky is !ArvSky. Please join me over there. Follower numbers going up there too. And the website for this, arvaneleron.com. Financially, !ArvShop. That's my merchandise area, !ArvTrayon. Trying to get that number up to triple digits if I possibly can, so please do that. Let's see. Subbing to the channel is always a great thing as well. You get those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch, so that is always helpful as well. On the, publishing front, Icarus, my graphic novel from Athos Arts. Library, that is my now sold out in print Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. That is very good news that has been sold out in print for the publisher. They are talking about wanting to do a second printing after we get Greyshade out, of course, about which more in a moment, from Alligator Alley. But you can still get it, of course, if you happen to see it in your local store. I think Amazon has like 4 print copies left, so you could probably get one through them or maybe used or at a game store. Or, of course, you can get it in PDF form all the time over at DriveThruRPG. So you can do that by checking out !Library. And then Greyshade, as I mentioned, !Greyshade, that's my Greyshade IP. Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic, the Grey Assassin trilogy from Athos Arts, available at that link. You can get the, as well, audiobook of Greyshade and Heretic now, the first 2 books in the series. Sorry, Greyshade and Renegade, the first 2 books in the series, from our very own Tren Sparks, at that link. The reason I said Heretic is because I'm currently listening to Heretic. I'm listening to Tren Sparks' raw edit audio of those, so I can give some feedback and some notes. So that is going to be out early next year. Trent has done an amazing job in this narration. I really want him to be up for awards, like no joke. I'm really, really pleased with how well he did with it. So there's that. You can get that there. And you can also get, pre-order the game, the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade, coming to you from Alligator Alley Entertainment, designed by our very own Brandon O'Brien, and more announcements to come. One of the announcements that was made is the possibility of Brandon actually demoing the full game, which will have been released by then at PAX East. Hopefully, we don't know that for sure yet. Depends on a little bit what PAX East does, but that is a possibility. So you can pre-order that tabletop role-playing game now. Well worth it. Believe me, you should check that out. And if you have not already done so, please support the causes we do here as well. !BLM, Black Lives Matter. Important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. !Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And !Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage. And send the message we'll do so for others in that situation in the future, he said. as he came online here. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. I hope everyone is doing well. So, a couple of notes today on schedule that are going to be important. First of all, if you have not already done so, please make sure to mark your calendars because this afternoon is episode 500 of Pen and Pixels over on GOG.com. It is hard to believe, but I have reached my 500th episode, and I am celebrating the occasion by joining my dear friends Darksaber2K and Pyron Jade to play Talisman. What better way to celebrate my 500th episode of Pen and Pixels? So I'm going to be doing that this afternoon. However, I have a medical thing that I have to go to, which is one of the reasons we got started a bit earlier today. We are going to be playing today until 2:30 Eastern, so just about another 2 hours and 15 minutes, and then I've got to rise up on out of here because I have to head out at that time because I have a medical appointment I have to go to, and so that means the GOG.com stream is also going to start later than normal. We're going to be starting over there at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, so be aware this stream is ending a little bit earlier, and that stream is starting a little bit later to accommodate this appointment. I didn't want to do it, but I had to, so anyway, that's what we have to do, but it'll be episode 500 of Pen and Pixels. I'd love to see any or all of you over there. It's kind of hard to believe that it's been that many episodes, but that is indeed the deal. Tomorrow night we have Community D&D again for their third and final of the month Community D&D session, third in a row, which is pretty sweet. And then Thursday will be the concluding session of Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles, which is really awesome because we have a lot of other stuff that we have to do as well. So it's going to be really great. Also, I believe that today is nominations, if I'm not mistaken, for the Patreon Fueled Chat Shows and Game of the Month. So be thinking about that because, as I say, I'm going to have to rise up and out of here pretty quickly right around 2:30 to make that happen because I need to do that. That's going to be important. In fact, I just want to double check and see what my time is. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to have to do that because life is a thing. Anyway, so that's the deal with that. But right now, it is time to bring in my good friend TariToons. So I've unmuted myself to let her know that we're ready to go, and then I have unmuted her. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to head over to reveal. There's the cover of the book, but more important is this. That's Tari's actual artwork. So yes, everyone say hello to TariToons, who believes that only German literature is good literature. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not what I said.
I know.
Do not
we were having a mock battle beforehand where basically all Tari has to do is just, okay, in American sports, there's this thing where when someone starts celebrating too early, you just point up at the scoreboard and you go look at the score, because often these people are losing, so it doesn't matter how hard you dunk a basketball if you're still down by 30 points. So that's really all Tari has to do, right, in this discussion is just be like, here is German literary history. And I'm like, yes, you're right. Like, there's nothing I can say. And so that was the way that we started, was by chatting about literature. No, in all seriousness, it is a great pleasure to be with Tari as always. How are you, Tari? How's everything? Also, while you're talking, what exactly what is this warm-up drawing that we're doing here? I'm intrigued.
Just, all the monsters that lurk in the dark. Everything is fine. Just don't turn around.
Yeah. As long as you look forward,
don't
nothing
acknowledge
the
danger, then there is no danger.
You should put the lampshade over the head, right? Like if they can't see me, I can't see them. So how are you, Tari, otherwise?
Now I'm good.
Good.
That I'm here. In good company.
Aw, same.
When you don't have wrong opinions about literature.
Listen. Tari wants to run roughshod over literature and then also mock my profession. Just mock it. Just John Cena it.
Oh, boo! How dare you compare me to John Cena? How dare you?
According to you, like John Cena, English literature is over. So, know what I'm saying? I don't know whether he's do you think he's actually retired, or do you think this is a head fake and he's not really retired?
Oh, I think he's actually retired.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he probably will have cameos here and there, but the whole thing is that his body is broken and bruised. There's only so much he can give.
Mm-hmm.
And if he doesn't, he can have his big star stuff outside of the ring. So why not do that? you know?
That's fair. That's fair. So he's not going to
Yeah.
have any kind of like comeback arc where,
Nothing big anyway. Like I said, like cameos are always possible, you know, like one single match, you
sure.
know, here and there, maybe. But like, you know.
I really like John Cena, so I actually hope that, whatever he does continues to work well. He's a good dude. Had good
Oh,
things
like
to say about gay marriage and about like a lot of good things. So yeah, I like him.
well, like as you know, I'm a big wrestling fan, but
Yes,
like
I know.
some stuff that happened this year in wrestling made me stop watching.
Really? Oh
Yes.
wow. Okay.
Because fuck the WWE and
Yeah.
fuck
Well.
TKO and
Yeah.
fuck Triple H and fuck Dwayne the Rock Johnson and fuck all of those guys. Like absolutely awful shit that they've been doing. Like
But
good
John
God.
Cena, I don't think is in that crew though, is he? Like I don't. Or is
It's
he?
like one of those things where it's unclear.
Okay.
Um, because he has like no executive place. But also, he is like the biggest star.
So he could maybe. Yeah.
He has influence, but like it's unclear.
I see.
Speculative. So I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I mean, like they were, my era of wrestling, as we've talked about, was '80s. But like once it became clear the kind of person that Vince McMahon and that whole crew is, like my favorite wrestler when I was young was Chris Benoit, and then like look at the horrific stuff that happened. I mean,
Jesus!
back in the day,
oh my God, I'm so sorry.
yeah, well, I was like, that's when
horrible.
I stopped. I was like, that'll be enough of that.
Oh my
Having any
God.
interest. So yeah.
That is rough.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what that must have been like.
It was not fun. Although by that point I had kind of moved away from watching it anyway, but it was one of those like, oh shit, well, great.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Well, it's like so fucking sinister too, because the whole thing is like heavily marketed at children, and like specifically here, we are going to create childhood heroes for you to look up to.
Absolutely.
And then you have like all of this like really nefarious bullshit happening behind the curtains. Like, come
and then
on.
they had, and it was all, yeah, exactly. It was all like soap opera cartoon stuff. And you have to remember that like in the 80s when I was watching this, it was one of like 4 or 5 channels that I could actually get. Like I could get USA, and which is what it was on, and then we could get like the main CBS, ABC, NBC, the main networks. So we didn't have a lot of choices, and so like that's another reason why the guy who played Luke in General Hospital, which is not going to matter to most of you, but it was a soap opera thing. It's hard to explain how much America was just into the whole Luke and Laura thing at a time in which there were just not that many shows to watch. Like if you had a show on CBS, it was a huge deal. Whereas now it's like, I have a show on Discovery Kids Spanish vibe thing stuff with the, like it's like this 70 million channels. So it doesn't have the same.
Spoiled for choice these days. Back in the day, it was like turn the TV on or turn it off, and that was your choice.
Exactly. All right. Well,
I remember. Don't worry.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks. Look at Tari trying to make me feel better. I recall all the things you went through.
No, I actually recall, dude. Like that was still a thing in the 90s.
Was it still a thing? Okay. So
well,
I guess
Germany, anyway.
I guess it. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But like, I just, oh man, yeah, that was really, really, really sad about Benoit. Also, one quick note, we're not going to spend all this time. There are a lot of depressing things that happened over the weekend, but I do want to give a note about the awful loss of Rob Reiner, because if you think about a career and you're like, how would you like to be remembered in your career? And you're like, well, I produced hugely influential military trial movie in A Few Good Men, hugely influential mockumentary in This Is Spinal Tap, hugely influential fantasy and fairy tale movie in The Princess Bride, hugely influential growing up movie in Stand By Me. Like, just like, and then When Harry Met Sally, by the way, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, the guy had an incredible career and was a good guy who basically single-handedly got gay marriage approved essentially in the state of California through his advocacy. Was a very good guy and just awful. And never mind the reaction of some awful human beings currently leading the country on top of it. But I did want to comment about it because The Princess Bride is one of my favorite movies of all time. One of the great movies of all time, and just so sad. And what a career, what a legacy. So anyway.
I'm like so sad that I never got to see Princess Bride when I was a kid. Like I only first saw it
Yeah.
like a few years ago. Well,
Yeah.
a few years ago. I don't know, 8 years ago maybe at this
I know
point.
stuff.
Uh,
Yeah.
um,
But so good. It's just so
yeah,
good.
it's really good.
It's
And
like
it's still really good.
It
That's
really
like a really big
is.
thing.
It's almost like a perfect movie because it's like it doesn't need it like intentionally feels storybooky. So it's not even like you're like, well, the special effects. You're like, but no though, because it fits the way that I mean, it's oh god, and the characters are so great and like just spectacular. So anyway. Anyway. Very sad, but but one bit of good news, which is that Dick Van Dyke is still with us, and he's now 100. So that's good news.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday
Mr.
to
Van
Dick
Dyke.
Van Dyke. That guy is an absolute inspiration in every way.
Oh yeah.
So that's cool. At least he's with us. So all right, Tari, let's get into this awesome stuff. Imaginary says your image looks very, very relatable. It seems about right. So yes, so we're here with Lost in the Dark, chat. And there's a lot actually that's happened, and I don't actually remember. Maybe Tari can help me remember because I don't recall if we actually did gear up, or if we just got to the point where we geared up as a rogue. Because we finally we decided that we were going to be a rogue, and I don't remember if we actually did the leveling up procedure, so to speak.
I have no clue.
I don't think we did. So anyway, chat.
Like the thing is with these streams, like for half of it, I usually zone out and just concentrate on my drawings.
I know, I
don't
get it.
really notice what's happening in the background.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so we are down in this cavern, which is called Lost in the Dark, right there. We are in this cavern, and we didn't know why, and we found all these weird mechanical creatures, also some creatures that have been like taken over by some fungal plague and all that. It's very strange. But what we did when we got to the other side of it is we realized we have started to figure out aspects of our character, and why we were sent down here. And basically it was to figure out, to some degree, what had happened to the people that were down here. We got hit on the head, got some amnesia, but we're starting to get this back. And now we've learned more details about this. So I will just quickly read this little bit of a section here, which is, you remember how you came to join with Lord Barrett's party and some of the details of why you're here, but most importantly, you begin to feel memories of your training and capabilities. Perhaps I wouldn't have investigated the fate of these poor gnomes or learned what I have if I had woken with my memory. And so now it's time to gear up and prepare to return to the battle, and we decided, thanks to chat, to gear up as a rogue. I saved them from betrayal, and I can save them from this demon. So here's what it says about the rogue. Once we gear up, then we'll fire up the music and we will play officially. So we are a level 1 rogue. We were trained as a spy and a lookout. We were welcomed into the West Side Wraiths. That's a good name, by the way, for a thieves gang. With open arms and big smiles. But they made you steal. At first, only from the wealthy. Only from evil people who preyed on the elderly. Only from bad men. Then the targets changed. The scores got bigger while the targets were less deserving. But you did your job and reaped the benefits. An easy life. When Master Gedrick called to meet with you, you knew you were ready for the big time. This would make you a true rogue. Stripped of all your ill-gotten gains through a series of contacts, you became apprentice to Barrett and Hammerfeld. You had a simple job. Play the part of the apprentice for 6 months, live in comfort and gain their trust. Then on the night of the harvest moon, you would leave a gate unlocked. You left the gate unlocked, but stood shoulder to shoulder with Lord Barrett, Paladin Hammerfell, Tinker Erlin, and Cleric Amaranth. The Thieves' Guild didn't stand a chance. Cleric Amaranth. You were suddenly reminded of her blank stare, no light in her eyes. Yes?
Amaranth.
Yes, that's right. We did that. That's right. That was the whole flashback to the fountain and like all that stuff. Yeah. That's right. So our character is Anne O'Tate.
Oh yeah, maybe I should like show off the drawing from last time.
You should show off the drawings and then we'll gear ourselves up here. So
this is Anne O'Tate.
Anne O'Tate.
Yes.
Tremendous.
Yes.
I continue to love that blue pink effect that you do, Tari. That's really cool.
Thank you. I just really like this character design in general.
Yeah.
Clowns are fun to draw. I'm like the only person who doesn't hate clowns, I feel.
I like them when you draw them. Other than that, I can give it a miss. Okay.
Oh yeah, us awakening in the dark cave.
Huh? Whoa. Yep.
Huh? then encountering the weird spider
I
mining
love that
robots.
so much. Oh my god! Also extra points for the glint off the blade. Like it's
Thank
really
you,
great
thank
too. Oh man.
Yeah, then we had a flashback to our dead wife,
Amaranth. Hi, Triffid.
Amaranth.
Triffid, I hope you're feeling okay. I hope you're feeling better. Triffid had COVID for the first time, Tari. So,
Oh no!
but she I
Oh, that's
think is feeling
awful.
better now. I believe ish. So, anyway, that was Amaranth, and then we're back to this, which is our warm up drawing of what Annotate is feeling all the time, every moment of every day.
Mm.
So we're level 1 rogue. So hit points. First of all, we set our hit points equal to 8 plus our Constitution modifier. That means our hit point total is 10. Because we have. In fact, I'm going to do that. Yeah. Because we have a Constitution of 4, it's plus 2 mods, so it's 8 plus 2 is 10. Proficiencies. We are skilled with thieves' tools, but likely don't have any to use. That's where you're wrong, book. I have. No, I'm just kidding. I guess we don't. Proficiency bonus is plus 2. I will mark that down. Feeling much better? Oh, that's good. I'm really glad. Proficiency. So, background entertainer. We are level 1 rogue. Not a rouge, as I get from my students too many times, but a rogue. Proficiency.
What about Rouge the Bat? She's a rogue and a rouge.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. I think most of the time they're probably not considering that, though. I'm going to guess.
I think in this case it was a deliberate decision. Like,
I had
a pun or pun on or play on words.
Well, yeah, pun. Nice. Oh, I just saw a note, which is next time level up to 2 rogue. Okay, great. Well, that's what we're doing. I'm glad I can read my own notes. Proficiency plus 2. Language. Thieves can't. Oh yeah. I always think of thieves can't as walking up to someone and being like, like doing some like gibberish with the hands, and it's like that's thieves can't. Like.
I think of it of oh god, what was that called again? This like weird slang from London. Like a specific
Cockney?
name.
Well, there's Cockney.
No. Cockney rhyming slang.
Oh.
Specifically.
Cockney
That's
rhyming
what
slang.
I imagine. Yeah, like a friend from London has explained that to me many years ago. That is like basically you have like all of these different phrases
Okay, yeah.
that mean completely unrelated things.
Okay. Oh. Okay, I can see that. Interesting. All right. Well, that's so yeah, that I guess maybe that is a good way to think about it. Because you could speak, read, write a secret dialect of thieves. Okay, saving throws. We are proficient in dexterity and intelligence saving throws. Let's see. So proficiencies, we're going to say proficiencies, acrobatics, performance, dexterity, saving throws, plus 2, and constitution. Is that what it was? Intelligence, not constitution. Intelligence saving throws. We can save against being intelligent. Plus 2. Okay, acrobatics, performance,
Must be
dexterity,
nice.
intelligence.
Ha 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 ha.
Haha, I see what you did there.
Hee-hoo-hoo.
Okay, and now we have skills. Oh yes, we're going to have to pick some. We already were proficient in acrobatics and performance, so we don't need to do that. So actually, this will be our first check right here. So chat, I'm going to give you, thanks to Effect Life's awesome bot here, we are going to add into the mix. We are going to say, what skills should we be proficient in? All right, so I'm going to give you a choice of multi-choice here, chat. We can pick up to 4, and we already have other proficiency skills in acrobatics and performance because of being an entertainer. So what we've got now is the options are athletics, deception, insight, intimidation. I mean, just looking at the cap and bells, I automatically am intimidated.
How does that one line from Firefly go again? Only a man who's not afraid of anything would wear like a hat like that or something.
Right. Yep. But I can't remember the full thing though.
God damn it!
Performance is all there. Persuasion. sleight of hand, and one more. And that is stealth. So now the one thing I want to note, chat, is so far what we have used is we've used stealth a lot. We've definitely used perception as well and investigation. I don't know which one of the rest of these is going to be used, but we already have proficiencies in acrobatics and performance. So I'm going to open this up, and you can choose 4 of these of this mix. So you can vote for 4. $, vote space, and then you can vote for athletics, you can vote for deception, insight, intimidation, whatever it is. And we'll take the top 4 vote getters. Those will be the 4 skills we will be proficient in. Athletics, deception, insight, intimidation, investigation, perception, persuasion, sleight of hand, or stealth. So $, vote space 1 for athletics, 2 for deception, 3 for insight, 4 for intimidation, 5 for investigation, 6 for perception, 7 for persuasion, 8 for sleight of hand, 9 for stealth, and a partridge in a pear tree. That part is not true. But everything else is true. So get in your votes right now. While we do it, let's take a look and see what we're going to do for music. Let's see. All right, Imaginary is starting to get some of these votes in now. Let's see. All right, let me see. We can't do alone. I wonder what Cave Story OST is. It's probably all 8-bit, right? I would think.
Well, otherwise we can go with The Cave.
AT&T's been carrying.
Hold on a second. I guess gotta mute stupid ad. Ooh, wait, there's another option. The Menzo Baranzan OST.
Oh, didn't we do that last time?
Did we do that last time?
We did.
We have done it before, haven't we? Okay, I got another one.
How about?
Because we could do Lands of Lore OST or Ravenloft.
TariToons.
Okay.
Yeah, which is 16-bit, but you know.
Did you say Terra Enigma?
Nee, TariToons.
TariToons.
You don't know TariToons for the SNES?
I don't think so.
Like
I
part
never
of
had
like
an
the
SNES,
same
so
vague group that Secret of Mana.
Oh,
and,
I saw that. I saw the. You know what? I saw
ever.
the cover for this. No, I never played it. I never had an SNES. So, okay. I will put that right up there. Terra Enigma. Hold on, I'm just pulling it up.
I wish I could say something about the game, but I really sucked at it, so I never got far. It looked really cool though.
It looks like is it got any Secret of Evermore vibes or no?
In the sense that it's part of like the same era of video gaming.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Okay. I don't know if it did or not. All right. No, I never played it though. Okay, I'll put this in Zoom chat. Right now we're just getting a heartbeat. Oh, you can pick 4 options, Imaginary. You can choose 4. I set it up so that you can do a multi-vote. So you can do 4 choices for skills. And we did do Menzo Baranzan, but not last time. Okay, Triffid, yeah. I thought I was when Tari said that, I was like, yeah, I bet we have done it before. Oh, nice. This is a good choice. Another option would have been Shadowgate.
Like this game is basically it plays like Zelda basically.
Okay.
Old Zelda, 2D Zelda. And it's like about this whole there's another world inside our world, like that one old D&D setting, Hollow Earth.
Yep.
Basically that.
That is
that the name of the setting? Hollow Earth?
Well, Hollow Earth was a setting, yes, for sure.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was the name of it. I just remembered that it had a hollow Earth, so you know.
Yeah, and it was not as big of the as the ones that would have been there before. I was just looking at something relating to my child's school.
What is so funny?
I posted about I'm going to be playing for my 500th episode of Pen and Pixels today. I'm going to be playing Talisman with Pyron Jade and Darksaber 2K, and he posted this Talisman. I don't even know what I'm looking at. It looks like some weird. It looks like a casino game mixed with like Peggle. You know the game Peggle, the ball that bounces down and it's like if you were to drop a ball into one of those Plinko machines, it just goes ding 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 ding, and then it settles into something at the bottom and you win. It's completely random. But anyway, there's a game called Peggle, which is made by, I think Blizzard that makes it or something. I don't remember. But anyway, so this is like some weird puzzle game that he's showing me and says Talisman. Very strange. Okay. All right. So right now it looks like Athletics, Insight, and Perception are the leaders in the clubhouse. We also have votes for Intimidation and Sleight of Hand. So we will need to make a decision. What we might do is, if we don't get any more votes for any of them, then what we might do is we might have we might just do Athletics, Insight, Perception, then just do a runoff between Intimidation and Sleight of Hand. Again, big ups to Effect Life for making this and giving us the possibility of doing a multi vote. That is helpful. Okay, he says it came up when he looked for talisman gifts. All right, lots of votes for Perception. Lots of people want us to perceive. I don't blame you. I also would like us to perceive things.
Well, to be fair, like that is like one of the big frustrating things in tabletop RPGs, right?
Not perceiving.
Failing perception
yes,
rolls.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
So annoying. I have that in my Mutant and Masterminds game all the time.
Yep.
Because like my character is not the perceptive one.
Yep, happens all the time.
He's
And when someone does it,
punch people in the face one.
no one gets more like sort of like anal about making sure that people are aware that they have a passive skill than passive perception. Like my players who are all just kind of like, I have a passive perception of this. I have a passive perception of this, because they don't want anything to sneak up on them ever, and they don't ever. And I'm like, yes, I know about your passive perceptions. So
what does it say about you as a DM though?
I don't know what
that
you're talking about,
They
Tari.
feel the need to be afraid.
Look, don't worry about it. Just keep
things.
working on your drawing, Tari. You know what I mean? Just keep working on that drawing that you got there. It doesn't feel at all like that drawing to them, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure, it doesn't.
Okay, so we're going to close this with 3 having won. So Athletics, Insight, and Perception have all won. Okay, so let me write those down first. We are proficient in Athletics. That's what I like to hear. We are proficient in Insight. You need to be that if you're going to be a clown. And then we are...
A doctor. I have high perception.
+2 in Perception because everyone really wanted that. Okay. Perception, then we had that. All right. So,
too dumb of a joke, or...
I mean, trying to be the ultimate Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, more or less nonstop. No, I didn't. It kind of went over my head, I think. Maybe because I'm...
Pagliacci, but Dr. I am
Pagliacci. Oh,
Pagliacci.
my God. Good stuff. No, that's good. That's good.
Thank you.
Good work. All right. So, okay, we've taken care of Athletics. We can get rid of that. So it's going to be between Intimidation and Persuasion. Sorry, Intimidation and Sleight of Hand. I beg your pardon. Everyone's like, yeah, we don't need stealth. Who needs to worry about stealth? Why would you worry about stealth? Okay, here we go. All right, so for this one, it's just going to be one vote. We are a rogue.
We don't need to worry about... Okay.
Yeah, why do we need stealth? I mean, why would...
Well, we do have a lot of belts. Well, I mean, I didn't draw them specifically as belts. That could just be pom-poms on the outfit.
Right. Or they could be like silent bells somehow. Okay, 1 vote on this one, chat. Only 1 vote. $sign vote space 1 if you want Intimidation. $sign vote space 2 for Sleight of Hand. This is our final proficiency, skill proficiency that we're going to have. Oh man, some of this music is giving me big time Evermore vibes. Although a lot of it is just the bass in SNES, like as a particular
it's
sound.
just like this whole thing with SNES music, you know.
All right, I see a couple
I
of
guess when we are done with that, we can do Illusion of Gaia / Illusion of Time, depending on where you're from.
Yep. Never finished Illusion of Gaia. Played it, but never finished that. I had to like. That was because I had to go to a friend's that actually had an SNES, which was not me. So, and that was in college by that time because I kind of skipped over that, like SNES and Nintendo 64, because I was at school and we just didn't have consoles at that time. So I didn't pick up on it again until I was out of school. And then I was getting I picked it back up with a PlayStation 1 and then, consoles from there. But so, yeah. Okay. All right.
I don't remember if we had an SNES when I was little. I don't think we did. We had an NES and we had an N64.
Ah, yeah. I had an NES. And I had a PC as well in college. That was the main thing for a while.
Yeah.
Was the PC thing. Jingly bells are neither stealthy nor intimidating. Pom-poms could be stealthy. I don't know. You think about Cask of Amontillado, Triffid. You sure that bells aren't intimidating? I mean, stealthy, no. But intimidating? For the love of God, Montresor. Okay. Sleight of hand it is. All right. Sleight of hand is going to be our last one. We're going to be a very jingle bells, jingle all the way. But we're going to be great at performing.
Not performing stealth, though.
No. Performative at stealth. Jingle bells would be seasonal. That's true. Okay. Wonderful. And then rogue features. 2 of our skills. You may double your proficiency bonus, a total of +4 when you use these skills. Oh, man. All right. Okay. So I'm going to clear that. Okay, we're going to move this down here. We're going to move that up like that. Okay, great. So we have acrobatics. We have athletics. Oops. Athletics. There you go. Insight. Perception. Performance. Or sleight of hand. All right, chat. So this one is just a single vote. Or I should say not single. I should say 2. Vote for the ones here, chat, that you would like to have expertise in, which means we can double our proficiency. So are we going to have expertise in acrobatics, athletics, insight, perception, performance, or sleight of hand? Vote for 2, please. $vote space 1 for acrobatics, 2 for athletics, insight, perception, performance, sleight of hand. No, I'm not thinking of Hop Frog, although Hop Frog is definitely awesome as a scary story. But no, I'm thinking about Cask of Amontillado, Trippet, because think about the bells. Fortunato's bells inside the walled-off area, where Montresor hears the bells ringing, even as he's closing it up. I mean, it's not intimidating. Like, I guess Fortunato isn't being intimidating, but that sound of the bells stays with Montresor. That was my point.
When I think of bells, I think specifically of the Muppets version of what's the name of that song again?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, what's the name of that song again?
Oh gosh, I'm having a hard time doing it with boop boop beep beep. Tara, wait, let me pause it so I can think. Don't serve a bells. America's. Yeah, Carol of the Bells. That's right. Thank you, Trippet. Carol of the Bells.
But yeah, specifically the Muppets version.
You've heard of Shaun of the Dead? Now there's Carol of the Bells. Okay,
ding dong, ding dong.
So get these votes in, chat. We have $vote space 1 for acrobatics, 2 for athletics, 3 for insight, 4 perception, 5 for performance, 6 for sleight of hand. Imaginary exponent is voted for insight and perception. Please get your votes in. You can vote for 2. The top 2 vote getters here are going to be the ones that we have expertise in. And after that, we should be pretty much ready to go. In fact, I'm going to add sneak attack. Okay, we already know about this, but sneak attack. Okay, 1d6 extra damage once per turn when advantage on attack. Great. Okay, we got the votes in there. Thank you, everybody. Last call. Going once, going twice. All right, everyone is in agreement. Expertise.
Going once, shame on you. Going twice.
Shame on thee.
Yeah.
Haha, I turned it back. Okay.
Wow.
So insight +4. So that's expertise +4 and perception +4. Lovely. Good stuff, everybody. I approve of these choices as well, okay? Right. We are proficient with light armor. So we get to choose a set of armor from the list below and add it to our inventory. Well. Okay, now, this is interesting because of the choices that we have to make here. So we are proficient with light armor. And I'm going to put one more. Not light armo, light armor. Okay. Okay, we're proficient in light armor, and we get two choices here. Because remember, we have to be careful. Since we did not upgrade our stealth, we're going to be doing just sort of basic dexterity stuff. So we have to choose a set of armor from the list below. So there's either leather armor, which is AC 11 plus dex modifier. Behind several sets of gnomish plate mail, you find a finely crafted set of leather armor for a human. Or experimental padded armor, AC 12 plus dex modifier. On a mannequin, and clearly something experimental, is a set of padded armor with interlaced studs. While more protective, it will impose disadvantage on all stealth checks. So do we want to get leather armor, AC 11 plus... Actually, let's just figure it out. So that's +2, right? So AC 13. Or padded experimental armor, which would be AC 14, disadvantage on stealth checks. All right, chat. Oops. Wait a minute. Never mind that. Sorry. I forgot I have to go back to one choice only. All right. Go ahead and make your vote, chat. $ vote space 1 for leather armor, which would give us AC 13, or padded experimental armor, which would give us AC 14, but we would have disadvantage on stealth checks.
I think what really makes SNES music stand out so much is specifically the synthetic violence.
Yes.
Because it's also a very big part of
I agree with you,
Chrono
yes.
Trigger soundtrack.
Yep, very much so. And Secret of Mana too. As you say, it's got a certain a certain sound. Hey Takanjia, what is our current level of stealth? Well, currently we have a stealth basically of +2 because of our dex mod, but we're not proficient in it because chat chose not to. No, it's fine. And so yeah, we have a +2 with it right now.
Just realizing the scene I'm drawing right now could be a Muppet scene.
Oh yeah, very much so. Just
put Sweetums and the other big ones in the background.
I like the sort of big
Uncle,
eye.
What's his name? Uncle. Is it just Uncle Scary? No.
I always get him mixed up because there's Uncle Scary, but he's like a regular sized. There's one guy who's his name is Snively or Sneevely or oh god, I can never remember what his name is.
But yeah, all the quote unquote scary Muppets.
Yep. It's some name that's a word that's a very familiar word also. It's deathly or deadly. Deadly. I think it might be Deadly. Uncle Deadly, right?
Maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of Muppets.
To the Google. Let me see. I think it's Deadly. Yep, Uncle Deadly. He's the blue reptilian-looking creature, the Phantom of the Muppet Show. Yeah. I got it right. Uncle Deadly. Not Snidely Whiplash, no, and not Snively with the big long triangle nose, green. Those are also good. But yeah, there's a Snively. Yeah, there is one. You're right, Takanji. But yeah, Deadly is what I was thinking of. Okay, last call, chat. We need someone to break this tie. We have 2 votes for leather armor and 2 votes for padded experimental armor. So we need 1 more vote to break this tie. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. Oh, interesting. All right. Does TariToon breaks ties? Actually, yes.
What?
Actually,
What's
yes. TariToon does break ties if need be.
I do break ties.
So, Tari, we may have to have you break a tie because chat is divided on whether to get leather armor, or which is 1 AC lower, or padded experimental armor, which is higher but gives us disadvantage on stealth checks.
Well, we already suck at stealth, right?
Right, but do we want to suck more?
Yes.
We
go with the padded armor.
Jeez.
We are the worst rogue. We have belts all over us.
Not only that, we're supposed to be a spy. Like, we're not even a cool, we're just like...
Well, it's like a double bluff situation, right?
Really?
It's like, oh, wow, this person is so dumb, they can't possibly be a spy. You know, like
Okay,
Johnny
right.
English?
Right, it's Johnny English. I was just going to say, yeah. Yeah. I forgot we were a spy.
I have spoken.
I have spoken. So does that mean padded experimental is what you're aiming
yes.
for? All right. We're going to wear the padded experimental armor. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Experimental, which gives us a total AC of 14. And let's see. Disadvantage on stealth checks, also known as the Tari rule.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. It's going to be all my fault when we inevitably, horribly die.
Yep. Right, Imaginary says, yeah, we're using the Barbarian School of Spying. We intimidate everything in 20 feature radius and not seeing us. Spy! Draw them with pillows tied to themselves with rope. Yeah. Right. Okay, so we've got leather armor, or rather, sorry, padded experimental armor, I beg your pardon. Okay, now weapons. Now, this is the last thing we have to decide, Chad, then we get back into the game. So we have 3 options here. Now, this one I have to explain a little bit, because there are 2 daggers, 2 light hammers, and 1 longsword. Now, here's the way to think about this, okay? I'm going to open this vote up, but let's do it this way. So the 2 daggers do 1d4 damage. However, as a rogue, we can do an offhand attack because it is a light weapon. So what that means is we make a dagger attack normally, which is 1d4 plus our strength or dexterity bonus. I think we use dex, actually, because it's a finesse weapon. So it would be +2. So 1d4 plus 2 on a hit. Then we can make a second attack, and if that hits, it just does 1d4 damage. We don't get the dex bonus to that. So that's 2 daggers. But the other benefit of it is, because it is a finesse weapon, it also lets us get a sneak attack. So if we have advantage on someone, we can add an additional 1d6 damage to that. So if we have advantage on attack, 2 daggers would mean 1d4 plus 2 for the dex modifier, plus 1d6 for the sneak attack. And then the second one would be an offhand attack that's just 1d4. That's 2 daggers. The 2 light hammers does 1d4 damage plus a strength bonus to hit and damage. You can also throw these. The thing about the light hammers is you get the offhand attack, but first of all, they're not finesse, so we would have to use our strength bonus, which is not very good. We have a very bad strength. And also, we would not be able to get sneak attack damage. So So then the last option would be a longsword, and a longsword would give us strength bonus to hit and damage and a proficiency bonus to hit. We can do 1d8 damage just off of the sword, but again, that is not a finesse weapon, so we don't get sneak attack with it, and we don't get to attack twice with it because of that. So as a rogue, I think at least initially daggers probably make the most sense. But as we go along, we'll be hopefully able to find other things as well. We're proficient with simple weapons, so hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords. Yeah, I think everyone's on the dagger side. Could we have a nope, 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 nope item, please? That's presented already. Tari gave you that. Yeah, I think chat's right on this. I haven't closed it yet, but I'm going to start writing it down. 2 daggers. 1d4 plus 2. Offhand attack. 1d6. Oh, no. 1d4. Add sneak attack on sneak attack. 1d6. There we go. All right. Good stuff, everybody. I agree with you about the daggers. Okay. We are finally together. Sorry about that, but we did need to level ourselves up at this next time. So we can do that. Okay. So now we proceed to 2J Forge Masters Workshop. Okay. So, let's see. We chose one action. Whenever you're done investigating the room and are ready to level up, we did that. So... Okay, I did that. Now what, though? Oh, I see. Right, we did that stuff, and then we were going to gear up, which we did. So now we are back at having done all of that stuff. We are now back to 2I. Okay, great. All right, sounds good, Imaginary. We will embrace chaos while you're not looking. Okay. Right. Okay, wonderful, everybody. Good job. Okay. Now we're going to pull up our... thing here. Okay, there's that. And we are going to want to pull up this map here because that's the one. Good. Want everyone to see that. So right now we are in 2J, and we have, after having explored the way that we did, we have now gone back into the hall, which is 2I. That is the Eastern Hall. Oh, and also the other thing that's important to remember is this was a big note from last time. The bright path is active in the Eastern Hall. So basically there is a bright path now that is available to this. So we did the bright path. So the bright path is now active, which means now active in the Eastern Hall. So we did that. Let me see. How do I go from those things? Oh, right. Okay. Yes. We enter the workshop. I think we did the chapel already. Yes. Okay. So we have a choice of... we have either the Southern Hall... Okay, right. So our choices are as follows. We are standing in I, which you can see there on your screen. We have already done everything here that we needed to before we went into this place. So that means that now we can either go into the chapel, which is the number, which is K. You can see the letter K on your right. That's that room. We can go to the chapel. We can go to the Southern Hall, which is F, right down there below the workshop, basically. And we already went into the Forge Master's workshop, so we've already done that. So basically, we can either go to the chapel to our right or go back to the southern hall. And the theory, I guess, would be that we're trying to get the things lit up that we need to. To light up the things that we need to so we can see what we need to go to the next spot. So I will open up a simple poll. $ vote space 1 means we go in the chapel. $ vote space 2 means we go to the southern hall. Ooh, I'm seeing a Fred Flintstone stealth image being drawn right now. Also, hi, Christensen. So yeah, $ vote space 1 is the cathedral, is the chapel, and you can see that's to the right. We're standing in a hallway that's marked on your map there as letter I. So K is the chapel. We could go that. $ vote space 2 means we go back to the southern hall, which is F on your map. So please get your votes in now.
I'm just always thinking of Margaret's husband from the witch novels by Terry Pratchett. The king.
Yes.
Yes.
Pratchett.
Main inspiration for this.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So it looks like I'm going to last call this, but get your votes in, chat, depending on what you want to do here. We also have the Forge Master's brooch, which is shiny, which we picked up last time. Okay. The chapel it is. Go into the chapel and we're gonna not get married because we're adventurers and we're trying to stay focused. Okay. Flecks of pigmented plaster cover the chapel floor. Thank you. Squinting your eyes, you can barely make out the crumbling panels of fresco paintings decorated the vaulted ceiling. The masterful paint strokes of yellows and oranges blend into a sweeping vortex. Fiends of all kinds, hooved and winged, are engulfed in lashing white threads, coalescing into a braided mithril archway behind Yolante's statue at the main altar. The statue, carved from white marble and clothed in layers of leather, silk, and woven metal armor, wields a light metal hammer and buckler in a defensive stance. Hardened candle wax pours from the base of Yolante's statue, cascading down the sides of the altar, spilling across the floor into a great congealed pool. Nice, Christensen. Your eyes follow the spill of candle wax towards the nave. What remains of the wooden benches has been cleared from the floor, strewn across heaps of rubble collecting against the walls. Is that light? At the far end of the chapel, the smallest beam of light collides with stained glass on the floor, erupting into a twinkling starburst of color across the nave. Choose one action from the list below to interact with the world around you. Roll a d20 if required, then turn the page, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So our choices are, we could choose...
Our choices are we could choose?
Our choices
I
are...
choose that we choose.
We choose that we choose. We could try to persuade... Yolante, I fear that I will not be able to help my friends survive if I cannot escape this place. Please, I beg you for your help. So we could persuade. That's DC 17. We could try to do a skill check in perception, which we do have benefits in, which basically just says, I'll take a look around. We could investigation. We could investigate. And we are proficient but not expertise in that. I'll look around the altar for anything useful, it says. We could do a history or religion check. And that would be basically wisdom. So it'd be like +1. And that is a DC 15. I think I remember a story about this. Or we could make an offering which requires a tool, a weapon, or a shiny item. We do have those things. We do have a shiny, all those things. We have shiny tool or weapon or something like that. So what do you want to do, chat? $ vote space 1 is persuasion. $ vote space 2 is perception. $ vote space 3 is investigation. $ vote space 4 is investigation. Is history. I beg your pardon. $ vote space 5 is make an offering. So what's it going to be? $ vote space 1. Persuasion is DC 17. We have a +1 to that check. Perception is we have a +4, I believe, to that check because we have expertise in it. That's $ vote space 2. $ vote space 3 is investigation. And that is I think that would just be basically 0, just a flat roll, DC 15. History is wisdom, and that's +1 on that check. Or we can make an offering, and we would just give them either a tool or a shiny item. So what do you want to do, chat? $ vote space 1, persuasion, 2, perception, 3, investigation, 4, history, or 5, make an offering. Sorry, Tari?
Handing them one of our shiny silver bells.
Shiny silver bells. Silver bells. Silver bells. Here's an offering in this deserted temple. Ring-a-ling.
Ring-a-ling?
Ding-a-ling. That's that. I report, you decide. That's the way the roll works. All right. Let's get some votes in here, Chad. What are we thinking about? We got to vote for perception. That's 2 votes for perception. Perception. Looking for that vote is not. This music right now feels awfully cheerful for Warlock. We're in a deserted, mechanical, destroyed forge, seeking out the fate of the gnomes, yeah.
As one does.
Okay. All right, good. Great. Okay. Looks like we are going with perception. All right. Perception. It is, chat. I hear and obey. All right. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make here a dice roll. So this is going to be a D20 plus 4 because we are proficient in it. Triffid, would you be, or would someone be willing? I'm still serving Anne for all seasons. I love it. Who would like to roll for us today? We're going to be playing here for another hour and 10 minutes or so. Actually probably should be an hour because we need to get nominations for Game In and 2. So we're going to be playing for another hour. So who would like to roll for us for the next hour, chat? Who would you like it to be? Who wants to roll? Ooh, love this combat music. That tom hit.
Think I might be a bit behind.
Maybe slightly. Chat, what do you think? Who would like, anyone have an interest in rolling the dice? You can do it just in chat. It's easy to do. And my axe. What's up, Dr. Laser Falcon? Good to see you, man. Happy holidays, my friend. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. We're here doing the thing. What's doing? Not much, man. We're just I am here doing our monthly gamebook illustration stream. Chat decides. We just found out that we are a rogue, and so
and really bad at it.
Yeah, well, we're demonstrating our incredible stealth skill. As you can see, this is clearly a spy that Tari has put together. So, but yeah, good to see you, man.
Oh, the image is a bit too far zoomed in, I feel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you have like the edge is slightly cut off.
All right, let me see. Oh, I see. Yes, it's
Yes.
because doing it. Okay, there we go, and I can do. Let's add that like that. Okay, that should be better.
Yes, thank you.
Stealth. Okay. All right, who's doing the dice rolls, chat? Who would like to roll the dice for chat? Oh my god. Ching. Ling. Ding dong, ding ding dong, dong, ding ding. I like the idea too that that's actually literally someone is shining a spotlight on her as she's doing that. Ching ling.
Of course,
cling,
what else would it be?
cling on. Cling. All right, chat. Who's it gonna be? Dice roll. Who would like to roll the dice? It's not complicated to do. You can do it in using the power of our roller. You can actually roll in chat, so you don't need to have physical dice. Who would like to do it? I do it. Yes. Russ will do it. I love it. Dr. Laser Falcon. Outstanding. Okay, so all you have to do, Dr. Laser Falcon, is, thank you, by the way, is $roll space, and then you do sort of like D&D rolls. So it would be 1d20 in this case plus 4. And I think it's like just all, so it's $roll, that's all one word, space. There you go. Exactly. Thank you. Okay, we start with a walloping 6. Good start. It is indeed a 6. Okay, so that was on perception. You spend some time searching the chapel. Small offering bowls of rotten fruit and woven trinkets are stuck in the melted candle wax on the altar. Not finding anything particularly interesting, you feel sure that there's nothing useful here. Oh yeah, absolutely nothing useful at all. Okay, so we have two choices then. If you look at that map, if you look at the map right here, right now we are in 2K. That's right. You got the bad roll out of the way, is the way I think about this, Dr. Laser Falcon. We can either climb over a fallen column to get to the nave, and you can see the nave is the northernmost side of this chamber, or your second option is to go back and exit the chapel, go back into the eastern hall. So vote space 1 means you go over the column to get to L there. If you see on the map, L is where we would be going. We're in K right now. So vote space 1 to go to L. vote space 2 if you want to go to I, which is back out in the hallway. And everyone can vote on this right now, not just our erstwhile dice roller. So yes, so $vote space 1 for L, for going to the spot L, going to the nave. $sign vote space 2 for going out to I, which is the hallway. All right. Got 2 votes for going over to the nave. Okay, I'm going to last call this. Last call. Get your votes in if you wish to be part of this decision to go to the nave or to stay where you are. Stay where you are. Or go to the nave. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, and we're going to do that. All right, so we're going to the nave, chat. So, you climb over a fallen column to get into the nave, landing on the broken remains of a marble statue. Your heart breaks on seeing the entrance of the temple, a set of gilded brass doors buried under stone. Have I come all this way for nothing? But there is a light in the dark, chat. A sliver of light slips between the temple doors like a thin white thread, reflecting off shards of stained glass in a prismatic burst of colors. The glass shifting beneath your feet creates a new spectacle of light with every step. Dancing hues of yellow and green reveal the missing temple defender from the eastern hall. The construct, frozen in mid-strike, has been significantly modified to wield mining implements. Okay, so here are our choices, chat. We can use athletics. I want to go home. This is, unfortunately, let me see. Do we have a pickaxe? We do not have a pickaxe. So basically, this would be a DC 21. Now, we do have advantage on athletics. Or sorry, we do have proficiency in athletics, but not expertise. That's just a +2. So we would need to roll basically a 19 because, and in fact, actually, strength is a -1. So it would be like basically +1. We would need to roll a 20 to hit athletics. So I don't think that's likely to work. So that's one option. The second option is investigation. And that's surely something useful is buried around here. Investigation would use intelligence. That would be just a flat roll. We have, of course, the classic perception. I'll take a quick look around before I do anything else. That is also DC 13. However, we have expertise in perception, so that's a +4 check that we would be making, which is pretty cool. And actually, now that I think of it, that's not right, because perception is also based on... Oh, no, that's right, yeah, because we're doing that. Yeah, so it will be +4. So that would be +4 for perception. Also, further exploration... Now, that further exploration means I will take a closer look at the construct. That construct that doesn't require a check. You could just check out the construct as it stands there. Or we could give up. I hope nobody is going to do that choice. But so $vote space 1 is we do the athletics check. Again, that's going to require a 20 for us to actually hit that. Investigation is DC 13, so that means that we would need a 9 to hit that. Perception, we do have advantage on that as well. Sorry, I was wrong. Investigation's flat, so we would need a 13 to get that. Perception is +4, so we would need a 9 to get that. Further exploration does not require a check. That means just basically to check out the construct. So go ahead and get your votes in now, or give up. So $vote space 1 is athletics, 2 is investigation, 3 is perception, 4 is further exploration, 5 is give up. I like how your vote space is actually working, Dr. Laser Falcon. That is one robust system that Effect Life made. Because you got the $vote, and then there is but you actually literally put in the word space. That's pretty cool. That it actually works. Hey, what's going on, Tilted? Good luck with the dental checkup. Vote space. Same, Tilted. I hope everything is going well with you, my friend. I hope all holidays are going well on your side. I hope you have a wonderful, uneventful dental checkup and all that. And yeah, everything going well. We are here for about another hour and 5 minutes or so. Actually, probably I shouldn't say that. We're basically here for another hour because after that I have to do the nominations. So we have an hour here, and then at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, so a later start time, I will be over on GOG.com with episode 500 of Pen and Pixels, the 500th episode, which will be a talisman game featuring myself, Darksaber 2K, and Pyron Jade. So, in space, no one can hear you vote. In a world where one word can make all the difference, one man will add the word space to everything. In space, no one can hear you vote. A stunning new vision of the future from John Carpenter. Spaceman. A stunning new vision of the future from Spaceman guy. Spaceman Bill Lee. Space! All right, we currently have tied vote. 1 vote for perception, 1 vote for further exploration. So remember, further exploration is free. That's just checking out the construct. That doesn't require a check. Perception, we would have to land a check, which would be a DC. We'd have to roll a 9, basically, to do that. I'm going to last call this. Busy finish before Christmas. Looking forward to some... Yeah, man, you deserve it. And I assume, I mean, as a farmer, you get some R&R, hopefully during this time, like... At some point, things calm down-ish, maybe, sort of. He said, possibly. I have been lucky enough to enjoy some jam from Tilted's farm, and it was delicious. It's also very much gone. It was very much gone very quickly after I received it. So,
obliterated.
Yes, obliterated. Oh, man. It was really good. All right. Going once. Going twice. Okay. Further exploration it is. Ching-ling, ching-ling. Every time I look over, it's funnier. All right. Okay, so we are going to do that thing. We're going to... proceed to 2Q, Temple Defender. Okay. A Temple Defender, just like the one you saw in the Eastern Hall, has been modified for excavation. The Construct's arm has been replaced with a mattock head attachment, easily the size of your torso, from mid-swing against the loose rock. A warrior in disrepair. The Construct's eyes, made from concave mirror glass, shimmer in the dark. Circling around to look at the Construct's back, you find the backplate has been removed, exposing its core and other internal mechanisms. The core is made of a round metal frame with 3 broken crystals. On closer inspection, you determine you could replace them. As you circle around the Temple Defender, something catches your eye. Around, the base of the Construct's 2 missing implements, a band of arcane glyphs have been carved into its metal forearms. Let's see, do we have a lantern or a torch? We do. As the light catches the mirrored lenses in the Temple Defender's eyes, the Construct takes a lurching strike towards you. Narrowly dodging the attack, you fall backwards against the rocks. The Defender, having used the last of its power, slumps forward before going still. Looks like I'll have to use a light to direct this thing. Now, if you obtain the Constructor's diagrams, and we did, chat, you will be able to notice if you full screen it, that we did indeed receive a set of Constructor's diagrams. So it says, searching through the pages of advanced contraptions and diagrams, you find a technical drawing of the Temple Defender. As you attempt to repair the Temple Defender, roll with advantage on any of the following skill checks. Okay, so let's see what we have. Do we have those? Let's see, we have this and this. Okay, so here is what we have got. 3 minor crystal fragments. Okay, so these are the choices that we have. Okay. We could do an Arcana check to see if there's a way to improve this construct, although it requires a tool And I don't think we have a tool, so never mind. We can't do that. We don't have a tool. So we
But we are a tool.
We are, yes. As tool, we have built-in ability to do this. Okay. DC 17. Investigation. Let's see what we're working with. That's DC 17. That'll be tough, though. That means a 17 on a 20-sided die to get that right. Perception. I'm a bit out of my depth. Let's inspect him first. That we would at least get our expertise on, so that would be a DC 17. We have +4 there, so we would need a 13 to get that roll correct. Sleight of hand, but that requires a tool, which we don't have, so never mind. We really should try to get a tool. That would be nice. And then core repair requires 3 minor crystal fragments. And at the moment, we do not have any of those crystal fragments. So basically, we have a choice of, we need to get tools as well. We have a choice of either investigation or perception. Oh, wait, we do have a tool. We do have a tool. I take it back. I take it back. I need to capitalize this. A small spade is a tool. I take it back. We have the band tool. So we can do Arcana. So my bad. I apologize unreservedly. Let's move that down there. Let's move that down there. Okay, so we can do Arcana. Requires a tool. It's still a really hard one, though. Arcana would be intelligence. That's flat. That's a 17 on a DC 20. We have investigation, which is DC 17. We have perception, also DC 17, but we do have expertise there. We have sleight of hand. Now, we do have expertise in sleight of hand. Requires tool, and it says his armor looks awful. Let's see what I can do about that. DC 17 again. So just like the perception, that would be +4. We would need a 13 to get that done. And then the core repair is the thing we need the minor crystal fragments for, and we do not have that. So $vote space 1 is Arcana. That's DC 17, and we don't, that's just a flat roll. We need a 17 out of 20. Same with investigation. We would need a 17 out of 20. Perception, we would need a 13 out of 20 because we have +4. Sleight of hand, we would also need 13 out of 20. That's +4. Perception is kind of looking around the construct generally. Sleight of hand is trying to fix his armor. So go ahead and get your votes in, chat. $vote space 1 for Arcana, 2 for investigation, 3 for perception, 4 for sleight of hand. A lot of the building of structures done since winter. Crops take more of a back seat, weeding out stuff, all the rain coming through. We're kind of forced to take it easy the last week of the year and the first week of the next year. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm glad in a way, though, Tilted, that you're getting a chance to get the rest that you deserve / need / should have, you know? So I am glad about that in that sense. Oh, and I should mention, by the way, remember that because we have the constructor's diagram, we're rolling at advantage on any of these checks. I forgot that that's kind of important. I shouldn't bury the lead. We definitely are going to need that. That's a big deal. Vote space 4. You do need a blank there, Dr. Laser Falcon. You do need a space in between space and 4. I love it. That's very funny. I see there is a space, but what I need is a literal, not just textual space. Know what I'm saying? So I would need $vote textual space, literal space, 4. God damn it. No, that's not $vote 4 parenthesis space. What are you doing? Are you citing vote 4? That goes to a footnote. This is why, Tari, all Europeans beat out American literature. It's because of our nonsensical desire to to cite our sources by doing things weird. There was a literal space. Was there actually a literal space? Is that true? There really is a space? Oh, because you have to put a space after the vote and not the word. You need to put an... Okay, listen.
Hey.
I am currently being trolled by a longtime friend of mine, so I'm just going to let this go. Hey! Thank you, Laser Falcon. Okay, last call. Okay, it is done. All right, now, Dr. Laser Falcon. Probably needs to be lowercase. Okay, no, you got it. You got it this time. So we are going to do sleight of hand. So what that means is we are looking for a D20. Effect Life, subscribe to Tier 2. Been a while since I caught one of these. Was wait for it. Hey, thanks for the resub, Effect Life. Thank you for the Tier 2 sub. Effect Life, we have been using the heck out of ARVBot today because we had a bunch of multi-votes we had to do and stuff. So Effect Life is the amazing designer of this game, of the ARVBot Plus. So it has gotten major use today. Thanks, Effect Life. I appreciate it. Happy holidays also, by the way. Okay, so Dr. Laser Falcon, we need a roll here, which is going to be a D20. It's going to be plus, plus 4, and you're going to roll it twice because we're doing this at advantage. Of course, Dr. Laser Falcon, an experienced D&D player that you can find over on DM Tozzy's channel, doing D&D stuff quite a bit. Okay, we got that. 15. Need a little bit. We can roll that one more time. Roll that die one more time. That sleight of hand is killing me. Hey,
Why are you doing this like Britney Spears song in the style of Michael Jackson?
I wasn't. I was doing I must confess. Still believe. I still believe. No, it worked flawlessly. Wow. So Dr. Laser Falcon rolls it again and gets the exact same result. We got 2 15s, which unfortunately is not quite enough. Although, you know what I'm wondering actually? So if it's +2, no, because... All right, wait a second. Let me just double check something very quickly because I may have been messing up something all this time, which would be unfortunate. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last. Yeah, that is wisdom. Yeah, I'm wrong. It's because I'm thinking of just the proficiency. Because the modifier for wisdom is +1. So that actually works out to a 16, not a 15. But it's still not enough, even with that. Darn it. Okay, so that did not work. What happened then with the failure? Looking at the damaged construct, a memory returns to you. Lord Barrett had returned from an expedition in the north. He maintained his composure as he limped into the manor, his face scorched and bloodied. He smiled weakly to you. He climbed the stairs, tearing off his pauldrons and chestplate, dropping them. He turned. Would you takes these? Apparently he said takes. Takes these to Erland for me? You nod. Of course, sir.
Sounds like Squiscar.
I mean, I don't understand what that's about. It's just like a space? You should, yeah. Dr. Laser Falcon has been, we've been learning about the definition of space in different ways today. Of course, sir. While Lord Barrett was bedridden by his injuries, you spent time worrying about him, instead of paying attention while Tinker Erland repaired the armor. You spend a few hours attempting to reshape the armor. Unfortunately, it now looks much worse than it had before. Add the overworked temple defender to your notes. Well, crap.
Good job breaking it, hero.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So, overworked. Which means he has -2 to AC. That implies that we get him at some point. So that's nice. Okay. So we did that. We're going to need a light.
We do have a light, right?
We do have a light, yeah. But the problem is we need minor minor crystal fragments, and we don't have those yet. So, all right. So sleight of hand, we did that. Unfortunately, that did not work out. However, the good news is we still have Arcana, Investigation, and Perception. Now, again, Perception is Wisdom, so we're going to get a +5 to that roll. Arcana is Wisdom, but that, because we don't have expertise or anything, is just going to be a +1 to that roll. And then Investigation is just a flat roll because that's just intelligence. That's 0, so 17. So we need to try again here. We will be getting advantage on each of these checks. So $ vote space 1 if you want to try to do Arcana. We'll get advantage, but we will not have... it's just Wisdom, so it's just going to be +1. Investigation, $ vote space 2 if you want to investigate. That is DC 17, and that's going to be the same roll. We're going to need to have a 17 because we don't have any bonuses to that. And then, other than rolling at advantage. And then Perception, which we will roll at advantage. Perception is +4, and accounting the Wisdom bonus, it's +5. So that would be, so we could do that too.
How long did you say we were going to go for?
We are going to go for another about 35 minutes. To about 2:15 Eastern, because then I have to stop so we can do nominations. So we have another half hour plus.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I already love this robot.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like the sort of needless, like, interlocking pieces of the arms. Like, I understand it's designed to, like, make it so it's
needless.
I understand it's flexible, but
necessary.
it looks like kids blocks because of the way that you're doing it. It's very funny.
Thank you.
Chat, you know, my friend Tari here is rather talented as a artist. I don't know if you all know that, but I thought I should bring that up.
Thank you.
What do you mean meatless? Not needless, meatless. Hey, Dragon Spear, happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Dragon, all that kind of good stuff. I hope you're doing okay. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Dragon, you should be happy because Final Fantasy Tactics will conclude on Thursday unless things go badly wrong. And then after that, we have a couple. We'll be doing Dispatch again to finish up that and Sword of the Sea. And then we're going to be moving into Metroid Prime 4 as finally Metroid Prime is returned. Somehow, the Metroid Prime returned. Yes, I figured you'd be happy about that.
I had never heard of Metroid until Smash Bros. Came out.
Oh, really? Such a good game. I loved the original Metroid, which was hard. Metroid, Super Metroid, I played Metroid Fusion, and then I played all the Metroid Primes, which are amazing, and Metroid Dread, which was my game of the year. So, yeah. God, Metroid Dread is so good. But I'm excited to play Prime 4. Okay, last call.
I love Metroid. He's my favorite hero.
My favorite character in Zelda is your hero, Zelda.
Yes.
It's funny that they leaned into that and eventually made a game where you actually do play Zelda. They're just like, fine. That's what you always wanted anyway. Okay. Perception, right. Okay, so, Dr. Laser Falcon, this one is going to be a D20 plus 5, and you're going to roll that twice. We're looking for the higher result. We do need to perceive. We must perceive.
It's like weird with like people always having been like, no, why can't you play as Zelda, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I think that's like a bit of a fundamental misunderstanding of what Zelda is in the story.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
Because Zelda is functionally, to the Zelda series, as King Arthur is to Arthuriana. Like, are you reading The Green Knight for King Arthur? I don't fucking think so.
Yeah, no kidding.
Percival or whichever stories. It's like, King Arthur's usually a background character in his own stories,
right?
You know?
No, it's true.
Zelda is, you know?
Exactly. I was thinking about this even watching. So we rolled the 1d20. The first one you didn't work, so we have to do the second one. Oh, geez. I love Arbot Plus is coming up with more and more complicated explanations. It's like, you can't do it because this is found. Yes, let's go. Laser Falcon rolls critical hit. 25. Zow. Nat 20, baby.
If
Outstanding. Yes.
the people at Nintendo had balls, they would have made a female Link, but instead of just simply gender flipping him, making him really buff, or her really buff.
Right.
So you have like this really strong, muscular woman, buff woman, next to this little twink Link, you know? Like that would have been the correct call to do instead of just like, you
Agreed.
know,
I agreed. Instead of just
that
making
would have been gender equality.
they're probably like, look, we're making strides for us, theoretically, is what they would say.
I did really like Echoes of Wisdom though, and apparently I'm the only person who did. So
Haven't played it yet, so I don't know. Cannot comment. Great roll there, Laser Falcon. So, all right. The Temple Defender's armor plating has been dented and scraped by a fallen rock, and by the incompetent way in which you didn't fix it the last time. No, that was me. You determine there's a slight amount of structural damage based on the construct's leaning stance. On taking a closer look, you find. It's very important. You don't just find. You find. A string of glyphs had been etched into the Temple Defender's forearm. While you're unable to decipher the glyph meanings, you can identify a flaw in the string. Part of a rune had been scuffed, rendering inert. We are jumping back and forth from present to past tense like it's our job. Return to the previous page, choose another skill to interact with the Temple Defender. If you choose to make an Arcana check, you may add +3 to the roll. All right, so we can't make another perception check, but we can do this. So now it's between Arcana and Investigation, but this time, chat, so with Arcana, it means that we would roll, so if we do Arcana, that would be, because we do not have expertise in it, so we would just get our Wisdom bonus, which is +1, but we just got that additional +3 because of our successful perception roll. So that would be a +4 done twice. So Arcana, DC 17, we would need a 13 to hit that number to figure out whatever the next part is that we need to do. So $vote space 1 is Arcana. Again, that'll be a DC 17, and we will be rolling a D20 and adding 4 to it. Or Investigation, that's just a flat roll of D20 that would just be a 17. And we get to do this at advantage, so. Boy, those constructors diagrams we got have been super useful. Now listen to this banger, chat. Vote Arcana Rama Space 1. I like Effect Life. You should feel good that your program is so robust that you can add things like Arcana Rama Space or all the weird stuff Laser Falcon was doing earlier before it started kicking out like, I can't do this. It was pretty robust before it got to that point.
Try adding a backspace into it. Let's see what then happens.
Backspace.
And then it implodes.
Has a literal space.
Backslash, not backspace.
A backslash.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, backspace would be just as funny. Like, why isn't it working? I just keep putting in space. I do backspace. And just keep losing ground every time. And going once, going twice, closed. Okay. As long as it doesn't break any subsequent commands, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's but I was impressed, though. Okay. Like, if you fed that to ChatGPT, half the internet would go down. Sorry, not sorry. Piece of garbage. All right. Anyway, so Arcana. All right. So, Dr. Laser Falcon, for this one, we're looking at a DC 20, and we're going to be adding +1, +3. So, +4. So, DC 20 +4. We're rolling it twice, and we're looking for a 17. 17. That's what we're looking for. We got a 15, not quite, but we're rolling at advantage.
Do we have a torch or a lantern? Or
We have a
what do we
torch.
A torch.
We have a tinderbox and we have a torch. We also have a deck of cards that we could burn one at a time.
Sure.
Hey, 20. Look at Laser Falcon. Not a nat 20, but that's enough. All right. The Arcana check worked. I didn't think that was going to work out, but it did. Also, I love that the tool that we're using is a spade. We're using literally a small trowel like to dig into it. A memory returns to you. When it came time for you to learn about arcane glyphs, both Tinker Erland and Lord Barrett offered to teach. The two argued for hours on whose methods of application were correct. The lesson ended in foul curses and slammed doors. A vase or two may have been smashed in their heated debate. You managed to glean some knowledge from the conflict. Not, as this says, gleam some knowledge. That would mean you were shining some light on knowledge, which is not the case. Glean, with an N, some knowledge from the conflict. You quickly locate the string of glyphs on the construct's forearm. Using what equipment you have available, you take your time as you correct the engraving. The glyphs hum in unison as their string is completed. Add the enchanted Temple Defender to your notes. While in combat, the Temple Defender will gain a +2 bonus to all attack and damage rolls.
Nice.
All right, so it's overworked, -2 to AC, but +2 to attack and damage rolls. Nice. Now we just have to get the thing working. The robot in the picture just found out what exactly replacing with AI means to its work schedule. No, it's just disappointed that people are like, it's like, why are you asking me to do your work for you? Okay. Right. So we have done all of that. So the only thing that we have not done yet is we have not yet managed to repair it because investigation just improves a check that we already failed at. So let's see. So now we get the, we need to do the path. All right, so we go back to the nave, basically, is what this means. And what we need now, chat, is we need crystals of some kind. So we need something. We need to find some crystal fragments of some kind or another. So, and let's see. Okay. So we've done that. Blah, blah, blah. Carry the 1. Okay. So we have now done the construct here, but we did not actually do the other stuff that once we were back there. So now that we're looking at the construct, so we know that we need to get crystals, 3 crystal fragments to repair the Temple Defender. In the meantime, we have this that we need to think about. Let's see. So now that we're back in the nave, we could do athletics. That, however, is going to require, as I mentioned, that is going to require a 20 because we have a -1 to strength. We have +2 to our proficiencies. So we would need a 20 to hit that. Now, Dr. Laser Falcon did get a +1, did get a nat 20 already, but obviously we're not doing that at advantage. So one option is that. We could also do, investigation. Surely something useful can be found around here, it says. That's DC 13. That's just a flat roll. Perception, we have not done yet. So we could do that. Perception, we do have +5 to that roll. So that is a DC 13. We do have a +5 to that, as I mentioned. We don't do further exploration because we just did that. We can't do inventive escape yet because we need a Temple Defender. And so those are basically the options we have. Athletics, investigation, or perception. Athletics, we would need a DC, we'd need a 20 to get that. Investigation would be a flat roll, so we need a 13 to get that. And a perception, because of our 5, we would need an 8 to get that. So $ vote space 1 is athletics, 2 is investigation, 3 is perception. Oh my God, you Christensen. Vote backspace, 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 forced natural 20 for looting, space 2. It accepted all of it. And again, none of these will be at advantage. So athletics is going to require Dr. Laser Falcon to hit a nat 20, which, you know, I'm sure he has it in him, but still. Investigation would be a flat roll. We would need a 13 on a 20-sided die. Perception, because we have +5 to that roll, would require an 8 on a 20. Polka, polka. All right, we have 2 votes for investigation. All right. Gonna last call this. Going once. Going twice. And sold. All right. Investigation. Okay, Dr. Laser Falcon. No advantage on this roll. Just a flat D20. We're looking for a 13. You can do it. $15 does in fact get it right. Wow. Dr. Laser Falcon cooking with gas today. All right, good stuff. Gets the roll. While carefully clearing away pieces of marble, you find an intact holy water font turned on its side. Only a tiny amount of water remains in the basin. Add 1 vial of holy water to your inventory. You do not find anything else of use. All right, so we now have a vial of holy water. Could be useful. I could see situations where that might be useful. Holy water in my lungs. Okay. All right. 2 choices left, chat. $ vote space 1 is the have to hit a 20 or we're out of luck. $ vote space 2 is perception. We would have to get an 8 on this one because we have a +5. So $ vote space 1 for athletics, which is I want to go home. $ vote space 2 is taking a quick look around before doing anything else. Imaginary has such confidence now in Dr. Laser Falcon's rolls. He's like, let's go. We can do this. We totally can do this. Still waiting for votes. Still waiting for votes here. Let's get those votes in. Oh my God. Vote confidence we can do it. Dr. Laser Falcon is suddenly, I was about to say the Patrick Mahomes of dice rolls, but given what happened at Patrick Mahomes, maybe I should save that until he's recovered from his ACL. He's right now, Dr. Laser Falcon is seen as the Josh Allen of dice rollers.
Uh-huh. Definitely. I concur.
Josh Allen is a former NFL MVP and is one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the game. Probably top 2, actually.
That is what sport?
In American football.
Ah.
He's like the Lionel Messi of that should make more sense. That's like world football.
Yeah, I know that name.
Greatest soccer player of all time. Quite literally, actually. He's like the TariToons of illustration, okay? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Dr. Laser Falcon, are you feeling this? Not a sport a lot of people pay attention to. Right, Dragon? Are you feeling this, Laser Falcon? Do you think you will be able to hit this roll? This is, again, I am not, but let's go. So this basically is, it's D20. You're looking for a D20 plus 1. You need a nat 20 on this. If you had one shot, if you had just one chance, can you do it? Professional life in a nutshell. It was a good effort. It was a 17, but that's not quite enough. Unfortunately, it was a good effort. Let's see. Desperate homesickness and self-preservation urges you to claw your way towards the light. The palms of your hand shred as you rake through glass and stone. Take 1 point of damage. Your body aches, and doubt creeps into your mind, telling you the task cannot be done. You sink to your knees, defeated by a pile of rocks. Well, damn it. It was a good effort. The good news is, though, we have one more thing to try, and that is perception. So this one, Laser Falcon is going to be rolling one last time. That's our last thing to do. D20, last thing to do in this area, I mean. So we're going to roll a D20 plus 5. A 10. A 10, unfortunately, is not going to get the job done. Taking a quick look around the nave, you do not see anything of use. Okay, so we return now to the chapel. So we have returned back to the chapel. And I think we did... Oh, right, because we did that other thing. That's right. Okay. Oh, no! That's fine. You did super well the whole way through, so I would not worry about it. Okay, so we have returned to the chapel. Okay, so you know the drill, chat. We are looking for 3 minor crystal fragments. We have to do that. The other thing we have to do is we have to get more light in here. We got the bright path in the eastern hall ready, but we still have the other halls that we have to get ready on top of it. So, now that we are back in the chapel... we have the following possibilities before going back to the Eastern Hall. So we can basically try to pray to Yolanti. That's a DC 17. And Persuasion is Charisma. So that would be basically +1 that we would get on that. So not a big roll, but possible. I think we did Perception already. And we failed that one. Yeah, we did Perception, so we can't do that again. So it would be Investigation or Religion, History, or an Offering. Okay, so... DC 15. That, again, would be a flat roll, just 15 you're just looking for. And then Religion or History check. And in our case, that would just be Wisdom, so that would just be +1. DC 15. Or make an offering. Okay, so Persuasion would be a +1, so that would be a 16 on a 20-sided die. Investigation, we would need a 15 on a 20-sided die. Religion or History, we would need a, because that's Wisdom, so we would need a 14 on a 20-sided die. Or we can make an offering, but that would require us to give up our shiny object. So that would require us to give up our Forge Master's brooch. And I don't know whether we want to do that or not, but that would require us to give that up. So keep that in mind. 3 Blind Mite Crystals Investigation too. I love it. Ooh, this sounds very robotic. Okay, sounds good, Laser Falcon. Tari, looking at about 20 minutes, just so you know.
Yeah. I don't know if I have another one in me, I must say.
Okay. I mean, I love these.
Thank you.
Is that it? So, oh, you were asked. That's why you were asking about the light source. Was the torch? Was about that? That's very funny. Where does the engine fit inside this thing that you've created?
In our hearts.
That's a nicer way of saying don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's in this chest plate. It's a small engine.
Yeah. It's a micro engine, really. All right, well, I'm going to have you show these off in a minute, but chat persuasion, DC 17, that's basically praying to Yolanti, and we would need a charisma would be 1, so we would need a 16. Investigation, that is DC 15, so we just need to roll that flat. Religion or history, that's looking around the altar for stuff. That's also valuable. Religion or history is wisdom would be +1. We would need a 14 on that to remember something about this, or we could make an offering to it. So $ vote space 1 is persuasion, $ vote space 2, is investigation, $ vote space 3 is a history check, $ vote space 4, we make an offering. Wireless power beamed a la Nikola Tesla. Yep. I could see that. Investigation. All right, so between the next one, Tari will show off her awesome drawings once we've gotten this vote done. This is very appropriate music right now. Defender music. All right. Going once. Going twice. Okay. The winner is investigation. Okay, so what we need for this is you're going to be rolling, no advantage on this one. You're just going to be rolling a DC 20. We're looking for a 15. You can do it. 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 Ah, too bad, an 11. That is not enough, unfortunately. Small offering bowls of rotten fruit and woven trinkets are stuck in the melted candle wax on the altar's edge. You circle around the statue, but find nothing of use. Well, unfortunate. All right. Let's get rid of that. So we can move up here. Okay, so it now also gives us the option to return to the Eastern Hall. Okay, so we can try to persuade chat. Again, that's DC 17s, that'd be +1, so 16 on a 20-sided die. History religion would be a +1, so that'd be a 14 on a 20-sided die. Make an offering means we have to give up our shiny Forge Master's brooch, or return to the Eastern Hall is just what it says. That doesn't cost anything. So many 11s. I know. A lot of 11s. So $ vote space 1 for persuasion, 2 for religion or history, 3 for making an offering, 4 for returning to the Eastern Hall. All right, we have some votes for religion and history. Okay, last call, last call. Vote, but it goes beyond 11. All right, going once, going twice. Okay, looks like everyone is in favor of religion history. Okay. All right, Laser Falcon. So what that means is we are looking for a 14 because we have +1 on this check for history. So 20 + 1, we're aiming for a 15. 17. Hey, there we go. Nice roll. Good stuff. Lord Barrett spoke of creatures or skilled arcane users crossing between the planes of existence, stepping into different worlds. It looks like they trapped all of the fiends. I wonder where that is. So, apparently, the fiends have been trapped in a world beyond, at least if I'm to understand this properly. Good stuff. Well done, well done. That gave us some info, which leaves us with this 3, chat. Either persuasion, again, DC 17s, that'd be 16, make an offering, or return to the Eastern Hall. What do you want to do, chat? $sign vote space 1 for persuasion, 2 for offering, 3 to return to the Eastern Hall. What are we looking at, chat? $sign vote space 1 to persuade, $sign vote space 2 to make an offering, or $sign vote space 3 to return to the Eastern Hall. Okay, because we already did that. All right, what do we think, chat? I need a vote here. $sign vote space 1 persuasion, 2 for make an offering, or 3 for return to the Eastern Hall. So please get our votes in, because we only have about another little over 5 minutes or so before we want to do our wrap-up and take a look and see what we've got and look at Tari's amazing drawings and all that good stuff. We have our marching orders. We know we need to get those crystals and get that thing working, and we need to get the bright path working in the other halls. We have the bright path working in the Eastern Hall, but we need to get it in the other halls as well. Power persuasion compels it. Yeah, it's trying to figure out basically, like, we've finally learned who we are, which is a rogue, so that's good. A very gifted rogue, as Tari's drawing pointed out earlier today. Very gifted.
Sorry, I was zoned out there for a bit. What was that about me?
Just saying that you made it like really, you showed the gift of stealth that we have, like the.
Yes. Thank you.
The quality of the
Yes.
performance. Okay, so persuasion it is. All right, chat. Persuasion. That means we are looking at +1. So that we're looking at a 20-sided roll there, Dr. Laser Falcon. Looking for a 17 in total. So 16 plus 1. So DC 20 plus 1 is what we're looking at. Will we successfully persuade? An 8. Don't think that's going to get the job done, to be honest. I'm guessing. The earth rumbles beneath your feet. The vaulted ceiling above the altar shatters, dropping slabs of plaster and stone onto Yolante's statue. As the dust clears, you see the altar and statue have been smashed to pieces. I'm sorry for the intrusion. Well, that's, we're not going to be doing that. Okay, so we're going back to the Eastern thing because we can't leave an offering now because it's been destroyed. Okay. So, let's see. If we go back to the Eastern Hall, we've already done a lot of this stuff in the Eastern Hall. And actually, we already went in the Forge Master's Workshop also. So, let me just double check and make sure. Right, so we did that. We enchanted, we did that. Okay, right. So, Southern Hall, because we did all that other stuff. I'm just jumping us forward because we don't have to do those things because it's already there. Okay, so, right, and then let's see, we got the symbol of Yolante, I think, and we got that, and we got those two, great, okay, so we're going to go back to the Southern Hall, and this will probably be the last thing I think that we do for today, chat, before nominations. Yeah, I know that went well. So let me show you the map that we're working with. So we are now back in. So we went into the Southern Hall, Sorry, the Eastern Hall, which is I. That's you can see there on the right side of the map. So we're now going to F, which is the Southern Hall. And on the Southern Hall, this southwestern corner of the temple has collapsed, spilling rock down the Southern Hall. With a bit of effort, you're able to scale the rubble without issue. Something reflective catches your attention at the opposite end of the passage. Now, I want to make sure, because we already did one of these things, which is we've already done investigation, we've already done perception. So there are two things that we have not done here, which is, and I think we also went to the sacristy, but let me just double check. We did not do the sacristy. Okay. So the choices are as follows. We could either do, not investigation. We'd have to do perception, I think. We did perception. Sleight of hand or call out. Okay. So we could do either sleight of hand, and that would be if I had something shiny, I could redirect the light. Requires shiny object and light from the Western Hall. Okay. Well, we do not have light from the Western Hall, so we can't do that. So basically our choices are, we can either, let me see if we even have a choice or whether we have to do this one. Yes, okay. So, that means we return to the Southern Hall. We've already done investigation. We've done perception. We don't have light from the Western Hall yet. So that means the only thing we can do is call out. That's our only choice, is to call out. So we're going to do that. Something skitters through the brass pipeline above. Then silence. The aperture locking mechanism in the middle of the Southern Hall shrieks as it opens. Dropping down from the hatch is a spider-like construct, no larger than a house cat. The construct's beady glass eyes stare directly at you. Brilliant green sparks erupt from the remnant construct as its heavy metal body collides with the floor. Bits of tile go flying from the impact. The spider-like construct's beady eyes spin erratically in their socket, staggering the construct's every step. And it says blinding sparks. Broken wiring erupts in dazzling white sparks, overwhelming your eyes with intense afterimages. You furiously shake your head back and forth. Let's see. Attempting to loosen the phantom image from your gaze. So, let's see. Regaining your vision, your eyes focus on the Southern Hall ahead of you. The construct is now missing. So we can choose one saving throw from our list to avoid the remnant construct's erratic movements. So it's basically like stumbling along is what this construct is doing. So we can choose either Constitution, which is, I think that would be +2. So we could do Constitution saving throw. It's +2. As soon as it reveals itself, I'll cover my eyes. Dexterity saving throws are +2. So that would be +2 in addition to the already +2. So that'd be +4. So Constitution saving throw. Dexterity saving throw. Or Strength saving throw. And I'm here to tell you we should not do a strength saving throw because we are not strong. So we have three choices. Constitution saving throw is DC 13. And again, that would be a +2 to that check. Dexterity saving throw is also DC 13, but that's +4 to that check. And strength saving throw, which is DC 13, would be a -1 to those saving throws. Hey, what's up, Zach? It is indeed the Dr. Laser Falcon. It is indeed. Who's been rolling for us. All right, chat, so what do you want to do? Good to see you, Zach. So con saving throw, Constitution saving throw, that's DC 13. That would be, again, that would be +2. So that'd be DC 20 +2. Dexterity saving throw would be +4. So that'd be DC 20 +4. Or strength saving throw would be DC 20 -1. And you can see the DCs, the difficulty checks there. So go ahead and get these checks in, chat, because as soon as we're done with this one, we will be saving it. And we'll pick back up in January, and we will look at Tari's amazing drawings. Then we will do nominations for the Patreon Field Chat Shows Game of the Month. And then I've got to rise up on out of here because I have a medical appointment I have to go to before my 500th episode of Pen and Pixels over on GOG.com at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. I think you're looking for a vote there. You rolled a 2. You're like 2. A $ vote space is what you're looking for to get the vote. To get your vote in. Though I appreciate your readiness to roll at all times. Hey, Carol. Dexterity saving throws. All right, here we go. Last call. And we're going to close that down because everyone is in favor of it. Okay, so we are looking for a DC 20. Please roll for this, Dr. Laser Falcon. +4, though. DC 20 +4. Looking for a 13 is what we're aiming for here, so a 9 would be great. Hey, all right. Success. So we make the saving throw. The sound of arcing electricity alerts you to the construct's presence. Waiting for the perfect moment, you leap behind a pile of rubble. The remnant construct crashes to the floor, sparks erupting on impact. The construct's mechanical legs flail as it attempts to turn itself over. It says, begin combat. As you begin combat, re-roll the remnant construct's first attack, taking the lower number of the 2. Okay, well, since we have advantage on this, I'm going to do this quickly. I'm going to make, I think, because I said we would go to 220 before we do nominations. We might be able to one-shot this. It would be useful if we could. So what we are going to do is, we are, let's see, we are going to roll. So we're going to roll our attack. Now, we have our daggers, but remember that on our daggers, we have our dex bonus. So basically, we're looking at DC 20 plus our dex bonus is 2. So DC 20 +2 plus we're proficient in it. So another 2. So DC 20 +4. And if we hit it, we get sneak attack damage because we have advantage on it because of the awesome dex saving throw. So Dr. Laser Falcon, if you would be so kind as to roll DC 20 +4, roll it twice, and let's take the higher of the 2 results. Okay, got a 10, or a 10 or a 10. I have good news for you, though. I'm not even making this up. Look at the AC. AC 10. So that does hit. So we do hit it. So that means you're going to roll 1d4 +2 and +6. So basically roll 1d4 +2 and then roll 1d6. And we haven't even done the second hit yet, but let's do the second one. But let's aim for that first. So 1d4, so that's 3. Okay, now you roll 6. We obliterate it. That is 8 points of damage. Or no, that's 9 points of damage, and it only had 5. So we obliterate it. The construct crashes to the ground, sparks flying from the frayed wires. Something green radiated from beneath the construct's plating. Reaching in, you gently pluck it out. Add 1 minor crystal fragment to your inventory. Hey, we needed a minor fragment. We need 2 more of those, but we needed 1 of them. All right, now we're cooking with gas. 1 minor crystal. Good hit. 1 shot, 1 kill. And our saving throw spot, our save point is going to be 2F is going to be 2F as we continue our search to get this place lit up and to get those minor crystals. Spaceman wins. Yes, absolutely. Good stuff. All right. Took a little longer than, we had to make up our character and all that stuff, but we got it completed. And now we know what we have to do. We get 2 more crystal fragments and we get all the hallways lit up. We'll be able to activate the defender. I don't know what happens after that point, but presumably we escape Act 2, and that would move us here into Act 3, which is the final act of this game book. So very cool. I'm excited to see how those things go. But I'm also excited to see how the drawings went today. I mean, I saw them, but to see them again. So, first of all, thank you, Laser Falcon, for the dice rolls. Nobody leave yet, because we're going to do nominations for the Game of the Month in a second. But first, Tari, please, if you would be so kind, show us what we did today.
Yes. So this was a warm-up. Just, setting the mood.
The one on the right is like, I don't even know what to describe it as. Is the one I like to think that the one in back is actually the multi-eyed one. Of the spider is just like Larry. He's like, "Hey, hi. I was just saying hi." I don't know. Anyway,
Larry.
Yeah, Larry the spider.
Larry the spider.
Yeah, the one that I just made up.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a reference. I was
Nope.
just not getting.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Yes, his name's Larry now.
His name's now
Sure.
Larry. Awesome. I love it.
Yes. Demonstrating our
Chingling.
our great sneaking skills.
I don't remember
Stealth.
her having that many bells before. Did she always have that many bells?
Oh yes, she did.
Really?
Well,
Okay.
technically, I designed them first as pom-poms, but
Oh, okay. So now they're bells. That was great.
yeah. Here, see?
Oh, you're right. So they were pom-poms, but they just became bells.
Yes.
Hey, Echo. All right.
And then us meeting our new robot friend.
Our new robot friend, who currently is deactivated, but now we have him set up so that he has -2 AC, but he has +2 to attack and damage rolls when we get him up and working, which we can only do when we have light and when we have 2 more crystals. We only have 1 minor crystal fragment. We need 2 more fragments. So we need to find that, and we need to get the halls lit up, the other halls. And if we can do all that, we will be cooking with gas. So great stuff today, Tari. Thank you. And thank you for starting a little bit earlier. Anything you want to let the folks know about where to find you besides next week, where you'll be here for Beowulf, but besides that?
Yeah, I'm on for once more this year.
This year, that's right.
This year, yeah.
Only
with
one more
Beowulf. Maybe the final session, depending on how things go.
Exactly.
Very excited for that on the 23rd, I believe.
That's right.
Besides that, Herald December is still going. We are halfway through. And we already have more entries and participants than we had for the entirety of last year.
Wow.
So it's going really well.
Amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm really happy.
I saw the one that you did, the unicorn one recently, the purple and green interlude. I know, maybe it might have been unicorn. I'm sorry.
It was just a horse.
It was just a horse. Okay, but the purple and the green, purple and yellow. Purple and yellow, I think, is what I saw.
People really liked that one.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah.
Really, really bad as a coat of arms, mind you.
Well, you know what.
But that was the point, yeah, like that was one of those where it was like trust the process, because while I was working on it, I was like, oh wow, this is garbage. And then it turned out great.
And you told me that it was not about looking at, like, it was important for people to just give it a shot and not think of it, right, as garbage. Like just
yes,
let it all hang out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which is why I'm trying to push myself also, which is hard sometimes, mind you. Do please check out #HeraldDecember on the social media of your choosing. Currently, it's most active on the Heraldry subreddit, I think, which is where I'm not active. The official instances are through Blue Sky and through Tumblr, simply because that's most convenient for me. And big shout out to Vakuna, a friend of mine who has been a huge fucking help with organizing the whole thing. Please go check out things. It's really nice.
Very cool. I'm glad that's working out because I know you were really excited about it. I'm glad it's been working well. So it's
Yes,
good.
yes. Same. Because just like the enthusiasm for the whole thing this year has been spectacular.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
So yeah. I'm also participating. So now you can find me posting my art daily. For the rest of the month to my social medias, which are on Blue Sky and on Tumblr and on Kara.app at TariToons.
Just posted as you see, chat. So you can check that out there. Yeah.
Please go follow me there. Yeah, that's me. And next week we go fight a giant, I guess.
That's right. Next week it is the battle of the giant versus, well, and also battling a mom maybe, and there's a lot to go on, but and we will continue with Lost in the Dark next month, chat, as we have made some good progress here, and now we know what we're doing. So I am pleased with that. So yeah. Thank you, Tari, so much. Chat, can we get some love for the amazing and awesome TariToons, who you will see more of next week? Tari, thank you. Thank you for being willing to start a little early as well.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
Au revoir. Toodaloo.
All righty. Good stuff as always. I am just so fortunate to be able to have Tari with us doing these things. I feel just very, very blessed to be able to have her doing it, because it's amazing to watch her do these things every time. It's really cool. Okay, now chat, we have to do this quickly because I have got to get heading out to a medical appointment so I can get back in time for episode 500. That's right, episode 500 of Pen and Pixels. So let me just make a quick note that this was December 16th. 2025. That is saved. Outstanding. So we're going to close that. No, I don't want to close that yet. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this. Okay. So what game should Arv play this month? Okay. This is going to be 2 weeks from now, remember. Nominations open today. Final vote next week. What's it going to be? Oh, shoot. Right. Let me do that. Nom game. Okay, I've enabled the Nom checkbox. Thank you. I forgot about that. Thank you, Effect Life. God, this is such a good program. Okay, look at that. It even shows you who elected what. That's so cool. Thank you, Effect Life. I know you had mentioned it to me, but I've been swamped as usual. Thank you. Right, so we have Jazz Jackrabbit 2. I know what that is. What's Flotsam? Puzzle box thing. Well, it depends, Effect Life. It depends, because I loved Strange Antiquities, which was sort of puzzle adjacent. I do like kind of like oh God, I don't know if this is going to make any sense. Like escape room level puzzles can be fun sometimes. I just don't like pixel hunting and ridiculously obscure logic puzzles where it's like, jump up and down, make a hamburger, and sing something from The King and I, and then the rocket opens. Like that's the thing. That's all. Tiny Bookshop, I've heard good things about. Nonstop, did you hear that Tiny Bookshop, that had been temporarily delisted because of using the word arsehole, ARSEHOLE? And then they put it back up again, but it was like, come on, guys, really? Like, I'm not a big fan of profanity, tons of F-bombs or whatever, but arsehole, I mean, come on, man. What are we doing? That might be a whole different thing. Or Arsenal, if I were Dragon Spirit, I'd be unhappy about that. Okay, we have votes for Jazz Jackrabbit, Flotsam, The Room series, Tiny Bookshop. I will take any others. Last call, though, because I got to get out of here very soon. Last call. Okay, going once. Going twice for those. Okay, so now those are the nominations as just The Room. That's cool. So now what we're going to do is we are going to open this up. Very cool. And now we have that vote. So, $ vote space 1 for Jazz Jackrabbit, $ vote space 2 for Flotsam, which is apparently like Flying Kingdom, which is cool. $ vote space 3 for the Room series, $ vote space 4 for Tiny Bookshop. Oh, sorry, Triffid. I already closed it because we had 4 choices. Top 3 choices are going to get through because I got to get going, so I can't. I've got to get this done and head out so I can get to this appointment and get back in time for tonight's GOG stream. All my grades, by the way, were put in yesterday. Everything has been loaded in yesterday, so I have to do a bit of writing catch up today. But otherwise, it's going to be this break is going to be writing. Besides hanging out with family, which is always its own thing, writing and streaming. That's basically it. It's writing and streaming and hanging out with family is basically what we've got. So I am excited for that. All right. Well, it looks like the Room is coming through. We currently have tie for 3. So we need to get the top 3. I would even take the top 2 vote getters if need be. I normally like 3, but I can do 2. I can't do 4 though. So we either need someone to change their vote or we need someone to add the vote. $ vote space 1 is Jazz Jackrabbit, 2 is Flotsam, 3 is The Room, 4 is Tiny Bookshop. I get to run a tiny bookshop. That's what I've always wanted. The Room series and Tiny Bookshop. Oh, thank you, Imaginary. Again, you know, these things, as you all know, when you nominate something, generally, if you are persistent enough, unless I completely veto it, then usually that'll be enough for it at some point to get in. Yeah, I was going to say. All right, so we've got 2, and we've got Jazz Jackrabbit, so that's 3. So I'm going to do this. Going to do a last call. Going once. Strange to have 2 votes, nominate a game and not vote for it. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, what do we have right now? Let me see. I think we have 2 votes for that, 2 votes for that, and 1 vote for that. Oh, we do. We already have, please let us have 2 votes. Oh, I see. You mean what you want to have the ability to have 2 votes? Yeah. I mean, the thing about that is it confuses a little bit. Thank you, Triffid. It confuses a little bit of the way that these things work out because I'll have to think about that. There's something that doesn't quite click in my head about it because there's something about that it would throw off some of the voting, but it might not actually throw it off. I'll have to think about that as we move into the new year. I will consider further. Okay. Regardless, though, it looks like we're going to be able to get, because I know what you mean, Imaginary. What you're saying is you want to be able to vote for the game you nominated, basically, is what you're saying, right? I get that. That makes sense. But in the future, maybe I can think about the possibility of doing 2 votes. I wouldn't do more than 2, but I might be able to do that. Well, why though, Echo? Why? What's the problem with having 2? Yeah, you can't vote twice. Exactly. You can't vote twice for the same thing, to be clear. You can't vote twice for the same number. Yeah, like that's basically the idea. Ranked choice voting for the win. We're sort of doing that a little bit, in a way. But anyway, so there's that, which is that people can't vote twice for the same item. So that means that helps, you know. Anyway, I'll think about it. Going once. Going twice doesn't apply today in this case, but I'll think about it for future. Okay, there we go. So the 3 winners, and thank you for understanding. Yeah, I have a doc appointment. That's true. Okay, I got to head out. But this is what we've got. So we have got the Room series, which how short, Effect Life, how long are these? Like, like 1 should be enough, right? Like how long does it take? And then Tiny Bookshop, and then Jazz Jackrabbit. Those are the 3 choices. How long are them? I'm just curious. Okay. 1 or 2 or a couple hours each. Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah, sorry. I was typing away. You could hear me typing. Okay, perfect. Great. That works, Effect Life. All right, perfect. Jazz Jackrabbit, Room Series, or Tiny Bookshop. I'm a fan of all of these. That works. Thank you all so much for doing that. Thank you again to Effect Life for the awesomeness of this program, which really works. And thank all of you for making the nominations. But that is going to do it for me. I've got to rise up on out of here. I will be back at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, focusing. Thanks so much, Echo. We're going to try to add that. That poll is there for that. So thank you, Echo. Hopefully Ahmad will be able to do that soon. Dragon or Trifid, if one of you would be so kind when you get the chance to make that into a next game vote, link, that would be lovely. But I've got to head off to this appointment. I will be back at 4:30 p.m. Eastern over on GOG.com for episode 500 of Pen and Pixels. Hard to believe. Playing Talisman with Darksaber 2K and Pyron Jade should be fun. Then tomorrow night we have got Community D&D with the Shadow Crew, their 3rd week in a row, as they continue Dungeon of the Mad Mage. And then Thursday I will be wrapping up Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles. Very excited for that. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the stream today. If so, I hope you'll follow the channel. Check out our YouTube. Thanks for everyone who watched over there. ! ArvTube. Discord is ! ArvCord. Thank you, Trifid. Would love to see that. These people join me over on Discord. Blue Sky is ! ArvSky. Please follow me there. Website for this, arvanelleron.com. Financially, ! ArvShop. ! Arvtreon is that Patreon, trying to build that up into triple digits. More on that soon. Let's see, subbing to the channel is always appreciated. Get those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. Thank you so much, Dragonspear. On the publishing front, ! Icarus, my graphic novel from Athos Arts. ! Library, my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. ! Greyshade, that's my Greyshade IP. Greyshade Renegade Heretic, the Grey Assassin trilogy from Athos Arts, available there. Greyshade and Renegade, the first 2 audiobooks from Trent Sparks, available there. Heretic, the last audiobook in that series, coming soon, early next year. And of course, you can pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade from Alligator Alley Entertainment with Brandon O'Brien as the designer. And as always, ! BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. ! Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And ! Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we'll do so for others in that situation in the future. Thank you to everyone. We had a solid turnout today. Thank you to my wonderful mods. Thank you to Dragonspear, Triffity Mats. Thank you so much to my wonderful Patreon supporters and subscribers. Thank you to Dragon. Thank you to Triffid. Thank you to Effect Life. Thank you to Nonstop, Echo Alpha, Dr. Laser Falcon. Great rolling today, by the way. Thank you to Imaginary Exponent as always. And thank you to my wonderful viewers. Thank you to Big Boss. Hey, Big Boss. Thank you to Black Fury. Thank you to Darth Sisu. Hello, Darth Sisu. Hello to Disco Sleaze. Thank you. Thank you to Mr. Jonas. Thank you to Racist. And of course, thank you to you, Christensen. Thanks, everyone. I'm out. I'll see you folks at 4:30. And until then, a special thanks today to TariToons for the amazing illustration work. And I will see you folks back on this channel tomorrow night, but over on GOG.com at 4:30 p.m. for episode 500 of Pen and Pixels. Until then, more of Lost in the Dark to come next month. Until then, everyone, please be good to each other and have a good afternoon. Honk.